It's Madden NFL 24, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the Arizona Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. CD, big changes underfoot here in the desert for 2023. Most notably, new coaching staff. But I guess change seems inevitable when you come off a 4-13 season, does it not?
Absolutely. I think you're perfectly on track with that. And I think some of the change is going to be on offense where they were a little more wide open. But now, a bit more buttoned up, I would anticipate. And on defense, head coach, that's his background. I think he's going to throw a lot of different things at teams, trying to keep his team in contention.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders, this is a team that many think could be the fourth best in the NFC East, but they've got a pretty strong defense that's going to probably keep them in some ball games.
Their investment in talent has certainly paid off. Number 4 against the pass a season ago. Number 4 overall in total defense. Nothing to shake a stick at. If they get good quarterback play, look out.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Holding, proceeding.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
On first down, McCoy. There he goes up the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this is taking that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, McCoy. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. McCoy. He'll dump this one off to Conner. No gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They bring their punter out there now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
First down, Howell to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And just a yard to go here on second down. And Howell will throw it. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Howell. This one left side caught by Gibson. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Howell to throw on second down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And McLaurin going to pick up a Commander's first down as a tackle made at the 42. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Howell's throw complete there to Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll run with Gibson. Gets past one man and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Howell. Complete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Back to the ground with Gibson. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. On 1st down, right back to Gibson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Ball rests on the 7-yard line, 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
You're supposed to catch that, baby. That's how we eat.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking